Hello everyone. My name is Gaurav Nigam. I am the founder and director of Tumbledry, India's largest laundry and dry clean chain. This video today is about to address a question that I have been getting in the last 1 year. Will this business work in my city? My city is not a metro town. My city is not a state capital. My city is a tier 2, tier 3 town. Will this Tumbledry business work in that town or not? Okay. To answer this question, let me first start by telling you all how we make money. So, we don't make money by opening a store. Let me repeat, we do not make any money when we open a new store. We make money or profits only when customers come into those stores, they give their clothes for either laundry or dry clean, they pay the money for the services that have been rendered to them, and we charge a small fee called a royalty percentage of the total revenues that the store make. That is our actual revenue generation, which gives us some bits of gross profits to run our business. Therefore, let me again repeat, we don't make any money by opening a store. Now, if that is true, why would we want to ever open a store where we cannot generate revenues or help our partners generate revenues by servicing the customers? Therefore, premise one, we will always try to open a store where we see a possibility or a potential of generating revenues by delivering services to our customers. Okay. So, how do we decide? How do we figure out where to open the store and where will this business work or not work? So, for any business to work, I have to figure out whether the audience or the customers that I am trying to address, whether they exist in that geography or that city or that gully mohalla or not. So, how do I do that? There are two routes which Tumbledry uses to identify the potential of a location or a geography. The first is an online route. Now, online companies which are Google, Facebook, Instagram have created a beautiful platform where, basis the customers who've given their profiles to Facebook and Instagram, they help us segregate or dissect the entire customer base into various small sections. So, using a Facebook, Instagram, or a Google service, I can find out how many people in your particular geography are four-wheeler owners. Four-wheeler means cars. So, how many people have a car? If this count is significantly high, then we can say yes, there is a certain kind of addressable market base in this town. A second such factor could be how many people in this city or in this geography are using a smartphone of more than 20,000 rupees. Maybe an Apple phone, maybe a Samsung Galaxy series phone, a OnePlus, Oppo, Vivo phone, etc., which are expensive phones. That's a good indicator to identify if there are people who are willing to spend so much on such luxury items. A few more data points that Google, Facebook, Instagram give us that are how many people are having pets in their houses. Having a pet is a luxury. You are trying to spend, or you are actually spending some money other than that which is meant for your family on maintaining and bringing up that pet. A few more indicators. Let me read out that Google, Facebook, Instagram give to us are how many people in this geography or city are interested in international travel. International travel is a clear indicator of people having money and their willingness to spend the money also. How many people are using new age services like Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime? These people are caught onto the new wave. So by using these factors which are provided to us by online global giants like Google, Facebook, and Instagram, we actually arrive at a certain addressable market, which is or is not present in that particular geography. It is not as if we just use the online route, we also use the offline route to do an on ground survey. For example, our sales teams, which will go to a small town, let's say, for example, I belong to UP, so let me take an example of UP. If we go to a small town like Barabanki or a Shahjahanpur, then the sales team of Tumbledry will go to Shahjahanpur, will go and figure out if there is any Hyundai or a Maruti service center over there. We will go and inquire how many cars of Hyundai come for service in a month. Let's say the service center in charge tells us that, okay, sir, around 300 cars come every month for servicing. Now we know that if I own a car, then I will probably send my car once in 6 months for servicing. So if in 1 month 300 cars are coming for servicing, that means in 6 months 1800 cars will come for servicing. which means that Hyundai owners count is 1800 for Shahjahanpur. Now we also know that Hyundai has a 20% market share. The 80% market share balance is spread between Maruti and Honda and Toyota and other similar cars. So which means that 1800 is just a 20% representation. If we extrapolate this figure, then it will come to something around 9,000 car owners in that small town. So this is how we carry out our offline research. We don't just focus on car owners, but we also focus on two-wheeler service centers. So the first thing is to figure out whether we have an addressable market or a customer segment over there in that town or not. As I said, first route online using Google, Facebook, Instagram demographic data, which is available freely to anyone and everyone. Second is an on-ground research done by our sales team. Now, once we've identified and established that there is a customer base over there, addressable customer base, we now have to figure out, or we now have to be very cautious. We are a middle class company. So we are very, very risk averse, which means that on the second part or the second pillar of figuring out whether we should go in this town or not, we very clearly do not want to be the first mover. Yes, that is what you heard. We do not want to be the first mover or the first player in this town. We deliberately and practically want to be a follower. So, what does that mean? It means that we will wait for some other relevant, modern, futuristic brands to open up in this town before we even attempt to open a Tumbledry store over there. Now, what kind of brands are these? Or what kind of companies are these? Relevant companies which give you an idea that people, when they are spending on these companies or brands, are willing to spend money. So, for example, I will wait for an Arrow or a Van Heusen showroom to be available in that town. I will see if there is a beauty parlor chain like a Javed Habib which has opened up over there. I will check for national level kindergarten players or play schools which have opened up in this town or not. I will check if there is a McDonald's or a Subway or a Pizza Hut or a KFC which is there in this town. These brands give me confidence that the TG that I am trying to address is already present in these towns. These are much bigger brands. They would have done a much thorough research. And therefore, this is a pseudo indicator which again gives me confidence that yes, this is a relevant town to enter into. So let me repeat and quickly recap. The first is to figure out whether my addressable customer base is there on that town or not. I am using an online and an offline research tool to satisfy my curiosity or my anxiety whether this business will work there or not. Second, being a middle class brand, I do not want to be the first mover in any town. I will wait and I will survey and find out if there are other brands which generally make people tend to spend a lot of money are available in this town or not. Now, once we've established that, okay, customers are there, some other relevant brands are also there, let me move to the next point. Is my offering going to be relevant in this town or not? So let me take an example of Shahjahanpur itself, where I have personally traveled to do this research. So I went to a dry cleaner over there. This gentleman or his family has been running this dry clean shop for around 55 years in the town of Shahjahanpur. I told him, I have a suit, a coat and a trouser to be dry cleaned. How much time will you take? He said, okay, you can give it to me and I will give it back to you in 6 to 7 days. The moment I heard 6 to 7 days, I had my first victory. Because Tumbledry promise is to deliver clothes in 48 to 72 hours. If urgently required, we can do it in 6 hours also. But hearing 6 to 7 days, there was one tick mark available that yes, I will be able to compete with the speed of service. Excellent. Then I asked, so how do you generally process this garment? Are you using any machines? What kind of chemicals do you use? They said, yes, we will do it in petrol. ड्राई क्लीनिंग पेट्रोल से ही होता है, हम पेट्रोल में करेंगे और हमारा एक लड़का है, मास्टर है, देयर इज एन ओल्ड मास्टर हु हैज बीन वर्किंग विद अस, ही विल डू इट विद हिज ओन पर्सनल हैंड्स. After hearing that, I had my second victory. I knew that the imported machines that we have, which come from Electrolux from Sweden, which come from Domus from Spain, which come from LG from Korea, and the biodegradable German chemicals from sites give us a winning formula. So I can match the speed and I can better the output of quality of processing for them. Then I said, let me, okay, again check customer convenience. So I told this gentleman, okay, I stay at this place in Shahjahanpur. can you please get these garments picked up from my house? He said, Bhaiya, we don't offer any pick and drop service. You have to bring the clothes to my shop. Once it is ready, I will give you a call and you can come and collect it. At that point, it was sealed that I had complete victory because Tumble Dry services offer completely free pick and drop n number of times without any extra charges. So, again, repeating the third factor, whether I will be able to compete in this market or not, whether my service is relevant for this market or not. So, I will be able to do it faster than existing players in the market. I would be able to give a better quality using my international machines and biodegradable German chemicals. And I will be also be able to give a great customer convenience by offering pick and drop services, which existing players who are 40, 50 years old in the market do not do so. So the audience is there. I am not going first in the market. The market has already been tested by others. My service is going to be relevant in this market. But I said, wait. Let me still check whether people in this town are accustomed to this kind of service or not. The brands are there, but are people using it or not? So I said, I'll spend 3 days in this town and I will use the following services just to see whether these services are available in this town or not. So there was Ola and Uber available in this town. It's a new age transport solution, completely tech. You need to be able to be friendly with digital smartphone usage to be able to use this service. I was able to order some material from Amazon and Flipkart, again a new age e-commerce service. And I was also able to order some good food from Zomato and Swiggy, which gave me a whole lot of confidence telling that, okay, this town is the most relevant town for my kind of service. Now, the entire journey that I have just narrated of identifying whether the customers exist in that town or not, by ensuring that I don't go in first and experiment, by competing or comparing my services with existing players in the town, and by getting a confidence that yes, this town is now used to a digital new age economy services, I feel fairly confident. And all this research we go and show and share with anybody who is interested in become a committed Tumble Dry partner. It is not a secret. Whoever shows interest in becoming a partner or opening a Tumble Dry store in their town, this entire research, online, offline, market study is shared by all the people who want to get a little more confidence about their town, whether this business will work over there or not. So, in a nutshell, if we are available in your town, if we are reaching out to you and proposing a Tumble Dry store to be opened in your town, rest assured that we have done our research very, very thoroughly. We are very confident of having the right customer base over here. We are confident that our services will be relevant, and we are confident of making a lot of money for you and for ourselves when we start this business in your town. Thank you.